Hey guys, Miss Stewart here, and I want to welcome all of you back to UWG for this fall 2017 semester. This is PHED 4501, Contemporary Health Issues, that is for health and community wellness majors and health and physical education teacher prep majors as well. So I just wanted to introduce myself real quick. Again, my name is Bridget Stewart, and I am the program coordinator for health and community wellness, and I am going to be your instructor this semester for this particular course, which is going to be 100% online this semester. And I wanted to take just a couple minutes to really just show my face for some of you. Most of you I actually know. I've had you in class before, but teacher prep folks, I probably have not had you unless I had you in first aid CPR. And so I just wanted to welcome you to the course and say I look forward to working with you this semester. And the other sort of main function of why I wanted to get on this screencast is to talk a little bit about CourseDen and what you need to do now to make sure that you're successful in the course. You really need to make sure that you're checking into CourseDen every day. But what do you need to do during this sort of orientation period to make sure that you're not dropped from the course? So some of you probably have noticed already that CourseDen looks a little bit different than it did even this summer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep myself down in the screen on the bottom there. I've got all of my courses that I am teaching this fall semester. I've got those pinned so that they stay here on my home page, and then I've got some information from the College of Ed that I can get to very quickly. But once you log in, this is what your home page is going to look like. Now you can pin your specific courses so that those stay up on your screen every time you log in, and that's what I've done. So I'm going to come down and click on our particular course, so the Contemporary Health Issues course. I'm going to click on that. And essentially what I want to make sure that you notice, so I'm going to go to Content. And between now and Sunday, August the 13th, I want you to complete the orientation module. Now, the orientation module has 7 components in it. Some of those components, there is something that you need to read and complete and submit. And then some of those components are just things that you need to review to make sure that you're prepared. There's nothing in the orientation module that is specific to content, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's all about getting you prepared to be successful in the course. So after you've watched this introduction video, you definitely need to make sure that you look through the dates that are listed on the calendar. One of the things that I tell students a lot of times is that you may not have access to your syllabus at all times, but most of us, if not all, have access to our cell phone. And so I have my calendar set up on my cell phone, my Google Calendar, and I put all of my due dates on my calendar for whatever, meetings, calls, things like that. And I give myself a 24-hour reminder so that if something happens to come up and I completely forgot about an assignment or a meeting, at least I have a 24 or 48-hour reminder to be able to put in there so that I have time to be able to focus on whatever I need to do. So I really suggest that you take each of your courses, take just a couple of minutes to be able to put down all your due dates, put them in your phone, and give yourself a reminder, and it really will be very helpful. There's also a video inside this module on how to be a successful online learner. Most of you, I'm aware, have probably taken online classes before, but if not, and you might need a little refresher on some of those key things that you want to do to be successful in the online environment, I have a video there for you. You most certainly need to purchase the textbook. Everything that we're going to cover inside these modules is not going to be just strictly through narrated notes. There will be some reading that you will have to make sure that you complete within that particular chapter. So you do need to make sure that you cover that information. So the information for the textbook is on the syllabus. I don't necessarily care if it's in an e-format or if it's a hard copy book. Whatever works best for you is fine for me. And then some of you are already aware that TK20, which is sort of how we house assessment data for all of our programs within the College of Education. And so there's a subscription to TK20 that now must be purchased for all CMWL majors. Those in health and physical education are already familiar with TK20, probably already have their subscription, but if you are a health and community wellness major, you are going to need to purchase TK20. There will be some specific courses in this fall semester, for instance, health promotion, education, and program evaluation service learning. There's just a couple examples that will actually have assignments that have to be loaded into TK20. So we won't necessarily use TK20 for PHED 4501, but you may have to use it in other classes this semester. So you're going to eventually have to use it. So I would go ahead and purchase that. Now, if you are graduating at the end of this semester in December, there is the option to be able to get a free subscription. And so if you are one of those individuals, please make sure you email me very quickly and let me know that, and I can send you to the individual that can help you get that. And then lastly here, I like to do a course contract. A course contract is essentially the very last thing that I want you to do after you've done everything inside the orientation module to make sure that you've completed all the necessary steps, that you understand, and that you can mark yes to all those steps. Put your initials, put your name, and then you're going to complete that course contract and put it inside the assignment Dropbox that's titled course contract. And that's essentially going to be used to tell me that you are participating in this course. If you fail to complete these tasks within the orientation module by midnight on Sunday, August the 13th, then it's very likely that you will be dropped from the course. I have an extremely long wait list of individuals that are trying to get into this course. And so I want to make sure that those that are actually doing what they are supposed to be doing will actually stay in the course. And those that can't seem to make time during the first 5 days of the semester to do 1 or 2 very short individual tasks probably will not stay in this course very long. So it's going to be really important that you complete this information during the orientation module, get it done, and then we'll start our content on August the 14th. Now, if you go back to content, all of your modules you can see are going to be listed, and they do pair up with what is on the very last page of the syllabus. So per week we will essentially have a module that we will work through, and I will continue updating these modules here so that the dates are actually on your calendar as well. And then, of course, your required assignments in this course. Your instructions are not going to be listed on the syllabus because they are pretty detailed, but the instructions for all of the required assignments in this course, including quizzes and including discussion boards, are going to be located here in this particular module so that you can they're easily labeled. It may say case studies, it may say review, journal review, it may say whatever the assignment is, but it's going to be located here so that you can actually get to those assignments and start working on how to complete those. So that gives you a little bit of idea about how to start the course. And again, we'll work each week on a different module, and inside that module may have narrated notes, it may have information on what you need to be reading for that week, it may have video, it may have other supplemental information. So really you want to make sure that you take that task list that's going to be at the beginning of every module and make sure that you complete it in order to complete your discussion boards, complete your quizzes, and complete your assignments. So I hope that gives you enough information on how to get started within this course. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm here to help, and my door is always open.